There we go. So we're going to start standing up, and what I like to do is start by raising our hands over our heads and bringing our palms together and bringing them down into heart center, and just connect to our intention for this meditation. Is it to explore, find new ways to develop a relationship with yourself, explore meditation in a different type of modality, perhaps, than you've tried before? Is there an area of your life where you have some heaviness of the heart going on and you want to find some relief from that distress that you would like to improve? Whether it be relationships with others, relationship with God, perhaps. Perhaps there's been some spiritual harm that has happened and you want to be free from that block. Perhaps there's an area of your self-care that you want to improve. Perhaps your job isn't exactly where you would like it to be. So this is an opportunity to allow the feelings that are known as maybe some of the harder or darker emotions that we usually stay busy and avoid because we want to enjoy life. But if we don't deal with it, it's there, it's nagging. So this is an opportunity to move some of that energy. So we're going to start. You can go ahead and move your feet a little bit ways, and we're going to start swaying back and forth. And drop your hands. And this is a free form, so you can really trust what your body wants to do. But in this first part of movement, we really want to explore, I like to say it's a journey. Imagine like you're going on a hike, or you're going to go climb the top of that 14er. So we're going to want to stay in motion. And if you're not sure what to do, you can always march in place like you're walking and you're just getting to that top of that one ridge, only to discover another ridge in front of you, and you've got to keep moving. So the movement is very much where we start increasing our breath, increasing our heart rate, and we want to elevate that movement in our bodies. So there's some basic direction of movement. You can actually use your hand as if it were a cleaning rag. And we're going to clean that crown chakra just over our head. Any blocks that might be in there, we're going to wipe that clean. And we're going to go down all of the energy centers, actually up and down, all the way to the ground. So we want to be rooted. We want to embody our spiritual enlightenment, what we're working on. A lot of forms of spirituality are very much these higher chakra areas. So you can move your hands around the different chakra areas and explore all of that. But what we want to do is bring that higher energy all the way down through the ground. So let's go ahead back up to the chakras. We'll just go one by one, opening our mind. And about 1 foot above the top of our head is that point of individualism. where we connect with the spirit realm. So we're going to start off by connecting, opening, and inviting spirit down into our bodies through the different energy centers, through that crown chakra on the top of our heads. Open our minds. Bust through some of the limiting beliefs that we have. Spirit, please, God, whatever your form of spirituality is, call on whatever name you feel in your heart. And if you don't feel a name, I often just feel like a light or an energy without a personality, without a face, calling on that energy into, through the crown and down to our third eye located on our forehead. This is the chakra that allows us to see beyond the material mind, that enables us to see signs, hear messages, have knowings from our intuition that come from somewhere we don't understand. So we invite spirit into our third eye. Please open my abilities to see and notice the signs that you're constantly trying to send me. Moving down to our throat chakra. Here, I often feel such a connection between the throat chakra and a sense of our soul purpose in life. What is our story? What needs to be said that the world needs to hear? We each have an individual gift, a unique gift to bring to the world. What is it that needs to come out of our mouths? How can we use our connection to spirit to allow the words, the energies, allow our voice to be used for a higher purpose? Moving down to our heart chakra, my favorite. Our heart chakra, this is, the center of our energy centers, that which connects our material self to our spiritual self. They all meet right here. Gonna keep moving, keep that journey going. And from our heart center, this is how we connect to the world, our expression of love into the world, connecting with others. Moving down, just above the belly button, this is our, what is this? Solar plexus. There's a color for all these energy centers, but what I like the most about the different chakras is how they really describe the different parts of our human experience. Right here in this solar plexus, this is our self-confidence. This is like when we're stepping up to the bat and taking courageous steps, we start to feel kind of those butterflies in our stomach. That means our solar plexus is getting activated. So we're calling on spirit to open up our solar plexus energy center so that we can move through this meditation with confidence and move through our life with confidence. Moving down below our belly button, this is our sacral energy center. This is the home of our creativity, our sexuality. That's probably why a lot of Americans stay stuck in their heads in their spirituality. We have so much shame around who we are as sexual beings. So in this meditation, we can connect it all up. We don't have to hide our sensual self. And in fact, this energy center opened in our prayer, in our connecting with spirit, is everything. And then Below that, at the base of our groin, is our root chakra. So I really like to visualize as we're opening up all of these different energy centers, energy radiating from our root chakra down our legs and into the earth as if we have roots on the bottom of our feet. So we've gone all the way from the point of where we connect to spirit down into the earth. We want to embody this spiritual energy that's transforming and elevating in consciousness. Okay? While we're opening up all of our energy centers, we also want to acknowledge and recognize our auric field, which in its natural state, generally speaking, is about 2 feet out from us, above, below, side to side, front to back. This is our kind of personal little energy field. There are times when we expand that to really big. If we're on the stage making a speech in front of hundreds of people, we want that energy field to fill the room, don't we? And if we're walking at night alone in somewhat dangerous situation, we want to pull our auric field in, almost like an invisibility cloak. So in meditation, we can practice becoming familiar with and developing a relationship with our auric field. And we want to clean inside our auric field, cleaning out the cobwebs, cleaning out the dust, cleaning out any distorted energy that's residual from perhaps a stressful interaction with someone or just driving to get here. We want to clean that auric field inside of us. So now that we've talked about the auric field, that little egg bubble that we live in, walk in, and our energy centers, we're going to talk about the Kundalini energy that moves like a snake, slithering up and down, not like a, evil, scary snake, but it just happens to be the way that it flows back and forth, up and down. So a lot of the movement in this meditation, you can just up and down. This is how we wipe our energy centers clean, inviting spirit in to move in, up and down, enter our body, and find those dark pockets of repressed energy, denied energies, emotions, and open them up. We invite spirit to open up the pockets we can't even see or understand with our mind. So much of the movement in this style of meditation is beyond the mind. So keep trusting your bodies, moving your arms as you want to. There's a lot of circles. You can do a lot of circular movements. This brings energy in, swiping and expanding. So I'm going to turn the music up, and then we're going to start intensifying our movement and finding and exploring our ways to keep moving. Keep trusting yourself. The music is our guide in a way. There's different kinds of music, and we're just going to be exploring the different energies that the different types of music represents. So this music has that journey, that exploration kind of feeling to it. So we want to just start moving with that music. If there's a song that comes on that you can't quite connect to or relate to, it's an opportunity to push past blocks. You know, people think of meditation as just sitting still, being zen, and emptying your mind. Well, that's way easier said than done. So this is how we get to that kind of a state of consciousness, by moving this energy. They're in the wellness field. This is known as somatic therapy. This is really where we move our energies. See how it just shifted a little bit. So we're going to move with the shift in energy. Kind of matter of fact. And you know, I get kind of tired of having to put on a serious mask, having to be a certain way. Sometimes I just want to be playful and I just want to let loose. And this is where we can do that. It's like the more permission that we can give ourselves to get out of the box, the more we're going to release. And we won't even know it. Sometimes these meditations, the most profound meditations, I have no idea what's going on. I'm not even connected to a story in my life. I'm just moving the feeling of like, I'm tired of that, and I want to be free. That feeling, allowing those feelings, those frustrations, to shake it off and go for what we want. Making a stand. We can make a stand in meditation, and that vibration goes somewhere. Metaphysical. Metaphysical is energy from the physical realm. It's a scientific fact that we are energy beings. We feel first, and then we think. But most of us are walking through our lives, thinking it out, trying to find the most logical way to strategically navigate some very challenging situations. And when we go into our feelings first, I want this to change. I don't want to feel small anymore. I don't want to feel unseen. I don't like what I see is going on. This is where we can have the very real conversations with spirit, because the reality is that our relationship with God, with spirit, whatever you call that, this is our best friend. There's a host of angels and spirit guides and help and assisted masters who want nothing more than to help us in our struggles. But we have to ask. So this is where we ask. Keep moving, keep marching, keep blocking, and experiment with scrubbing the different parts of ourselves clean. And kind of be funky monkey. You know? It's like, you know, reverence towards God is a beautiful thing, but we feel like we have to be, you know, I don't know, at church, sitting in a pew, sitting still. That's what I was taught when I was a kid. It was torture, when I really just wanted to run around. And that is a very real way to pray. So that's what we're doing here. We're exploring all of that. Moving, praying. What is it? Allow the breath to be increased. Breathing a little bit more rapid. And tuning into your body. Not moving in such a way that you cause harm to yourself. Not breathing so much that you hyperventilate and faint. Trust yourself. If it feels like too much, roll it back. But if you could push more, push more. Alright, I'm going to stop talking and just move for a little bit. And if you want to just kind of follow the leader a bit, just to like explore maybe some different ways to move, you're more than welcome to do that. If you feel like you're moving and getting something, trust what you're doing. A lot of it's about trust. Like holding on to a mic. It is what it is. I want to make sure it all gets captured. It's, there's the element of visualization in meditation as well that can be very helpful. I feel like when God is responding to my cry of the soul, sometimes it's circular. It's not like it's like boom, boom, oh, now I understand everything. It's a moving experience. And then we're going to just keep getting that energy to go up, up, up. Remember, we're on this journey and it's going to take some determination and willpower. And especially when you're doing something for the first time, it feels weird and awkward and I don't know if I'm getting anything. And what am I supposed to do? This isn't a yoga class where they show me all the different positions to be. I'm just left on my own and it feels weird and I get it, but just keep trusting. Because the more you give in this part of the meditation, the deeper you're able to go in that stillness part. So keep climbing that mountain. Up, up, further up. This is the point where I start to feel like the ceiling starts to part and I'm connecting with the spirit realm. I mean, literally a vision of angels and, ancestors that have passed on, literally hanging out in the clouds, dancing with me, celebrating that we're finding our internal freedom. We have no ability to change what is outside of us. The only power that we have is to change that which is in here. I mean, I've seen it even in my relationships, letting go, thinking I'm so much more spiritually advanced than he is because I've been doing this for so long. Wow, what arrogance, and like letting go. And if I can't find love with my man, who am I? Who do I think I am? I know nothing. The people closest to me, are they experiencing someone who thinks they're better than them on the unspoken realm? And when we stop and we love, people change. I mean, I've witnessed it. I changed me and all of a sudden he's showing up different. How did that happen? I don't even know. the world starts showing up different. When we do the work inside of us to let go of that which is binding us, keeping us small, keep that marching. I don't even know where I'm going. I don't even know how to let go. I don't even know what it is that's holding me back. The trauma from when I was 3 years old, I don't even know what it is. All I know is I want to be free. I want to be liberated. I want to find that source of love from within, unattached to the circumstances of my life, unattached to the guy or the woman showing up in my life the way that I wish they kind of would. You know, that love relationship we absolutely deserve. Find it with spirit. All right, listen to these words and let it carry us somewhere. So guarded anymore. Let's just at least have a minute where we can be open and childlike and joyful. Brene Brown says that joy is the most vulnerable feeling to feel. It's safe here. And become familiar with what energy blocks feel like in your body. Does it feel like there's blocks around the heart? Has the heart been hurt? Has the world disappointed you? Most likely. Disappoints me every day. Do you have a knot in your stomach that doesn't quite want to just let go? Notice that. And pray. Pray God into that tension. Please open it up. I don't even understand solar plexus. What does that even mean? But I want all of my parts to be open. I don't have to understand it. All I have to understand is that I am here. I am praying with my body, with my whole being. My physical, mental, emotional being. And I want it so bad. I'm willing to do things that are weird and different and new. So please come inside my heart. It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like even if you don't feel joyful, find that joy. It's within all of us. Sometimes it's fake it till you make it. And I've just learned after years of practice, trust that, because even if it feels like faking it at first, it becomes real, very genuine. Be that free being. This is us coming alive in our love relationship with God. It is the most real love story. End of story. From there, manifests in our material relationships. But it starts here. Open-hearted, palms open, receiving. And drink water if you need to. Keep giving, keep pushing, because we don't have much longer with this energy part of the meditation. God looks at us as the most precious beloved. And it's for us, we're the ones that fell asleep. We forgot. That's why it's wake up in man. I want to wake up to my rightful place in the world, within myself. God, what is love? Show me. Take me there. I want it so bad. Alright, we're going to move into the second part of the meditation. See how fast it goes. So you can find yourself in a sitting position or laying down. Trust your body, trust what you need to do. Body needs a bit of a transition from this movement to absolute on your back stillness. So sitting for a spell allows that slowing down to happen. If your back begins to hurt or ache such that it distracts you, then lay down. Notice how the music shifts to represent yet another energy field. Our bodies are filled with thousands of different chakras, different energy centers. I like imagining our bodies and like what the central nervous system looks like a map with all of the different little intricacy parts, and that there's this little ball of light at the very end of all of those little nerves, from the tops of our head to the bottom of our feet, and everywhere in between, with this music flowing, allowing, inviting spirit through our crown chakras into all of the different energy centers, bouncing around, opening pockets, maybe some of the harder emotions that we don't really give ourselves space to feel. You know, I'm a big Brene Brown fan, so you hear me talk about her work, but in her book, she outlays 87 different emotions and experiences that we have as humans. In this style of meditation, we can explore all of those different realms. Sometimes we just need a little help to move that outer shell, that outer way that we have to be just to survive in the world. To clock that there's some sadness underneath it. Or maybe your inner child self has some sadness. We just want to give some space to acknowledge our wounded inner child and assure her, him, them that they are loved and they are safe. Invite those prayers to God. Please surround this wounded part of myself with your healing power and energy so that it doesn't skew my decision. It doesn't limit the possibilities that I actually have in life. Free me of these things that are not me, that I didn't deserve, that we didn't deserve, they didn't deserve.
Everything in life is very frightening, and I love it so much that I no longer don't know why. So violent, mama, every thought I have I'm done. But it's like I know I just meet some guy and cry. Help me, I need a good advice. Please don't say no. Be my hero. You can tell me lies. Please don't cut these ties. Need a hero. 'Cause I got zero.
We've all had those moments. Let's bring God into our past wounds to heal them now.
So hard, I think life's all about me. And it's hardly even snow, but I stay inside like it's the ice. I need you to dry my face. Look how I behave, and all the mess that I made. But I did really do my best, breaking down my name, and it's me today.
Help me, I need a good advice. Please don't say no. Be my hero.
we can come to our authentic self, which might just feel a little broken or a little lost at times. Prayer is not a negotiation table. Take me out of this situation and I'll quit smoking or whatever that is. Prayer is an ongoing pull. We all need space.
Everyone needs someone to rely on. Yes, everyone needs a friend. So let's come together, celebrate each other, stand united as one. We lift our hands up and pray, lay all our love before Him with all of our faith. He is the change within us. There is a light. Let Him lead the way. Lift our hands up and pray today. Oh, pray.
Being friends on the journey. We need each other.
Everyone needs someone who cares. If we come together as one, help each other get stronger. We are bound in the name of the Lord. So let's come together, celebrate each other, stand united as one. We lift our hands up and lay all our
I love this
before Him with all
gospel. You know, it's only been recently that I've been able to heal the whole worship thing.
Let Him lead the way. Lift our hands up and
Resistance to worship because of what's happened in religion. But it's actually, I'm thinking, worship is so much like God joy. The joy in the relationship, that love relationship with God. It's like, thank you. Beautiful thing.
Come together.
Very vulnerable.
Yeah, let's come together. We lift our hands up and pray. Lay all our love before Him with all of our faith. He is the change within us. There is a light. Let Him lead the way. Lift our hands up and pray today. Oh,
And if we can't fall into that feeling, it's okay. Because there's been so much harm in the name of God in the different religions. But it is really a sweet, sweet, sweet feeling. The deeper we go on our individual journeys towards enlightenment, self-awareness, being born again over and over and over again. Feeling the openness in our being because of the work that we did in the first part of giving and giving and giving and pushing. And now we open and receive whatever blessings he, she, they sounds of people and committing not to allow it to break the depth that we've created. Reveal to me what I need to know. Reveal to me how I can walk through my life and be an ambassador of this divine love on planet Earth. God knows we need more of that. Remembering to breathe. Those breaths, we breathe in that divine, sweet energy of love. And in our exhale, release those unwanted energies. It's an interesting phenomenon how the deeper we go within, feels like the higher and more spacious we get. Welcome to Spirit Realm, where opposites exist at the same time. Not needing to figure anything out, just being presence, practicing presence from within, all around us. Becoming aware of the spiritual presence that we've invited into this space that we name as sacred. Our calling, our desire for more divine love never ceases. Constant. Moving within the subtle realm. Subtle nuances. Spiritual presence. Only that which is benevolent. there is a world that we've all forgotten about. When we came here and took birth with whatever our individual contract was with Spirit Realm, or whatever individual purpose we have in this life. Somehow or other, we got covered over and forgot that beautiful, profound relationship with Divine Beloved. We ask that we wake up to this reality once again. It's so familiar, yet it also feels like it's been so long since we've been there inside our true home of existence, where nothing but love exists. Thank you. Taking a deep breath in, we draw to the conclusion of this meditation. I don't know about you. It didn't feel like an hour, it felt more like 5 minutes. Whatever your experience is, take a moment to acknowledge yourself for showing up, for giving of yourself, for taking time to connect. Few more breathing breaths. We're going to draw that energy all the way down, feeling our bums against the earth. We want to ground ourselves. We want to take all of the journey that we just went through and embody that. We're going to close that wide open door to Spirit Realm and yet hold on to all of the goodness that has been showered into us through this process. Notice as you walk out the door how different you feel. Be sure to ground yourself before you get into a car and drive. And we'll do a couple of grounding exercises before you walk out the door, but we want to just kind of slowly come to. And with the commitment into our depth throughout this whole week, throughout the evening, throughout the next days, and watch, look, see, notice. Are messages coming to you through the people around you? Are you suddenly hearing words maybe you need to take into consideration? How are the many different ways that Spirit is want to show up in your life and respond to whatever it was that you brought to this meditation floor? And whatever it is that you want to take out from this meditation, back out into your life. I just want to thank you for being here, participating in this, trying something different, coming back again, and bringing the beautiful depth each and every one of you bringing into this space. I have no words. I feel like I just keep saying, I feel so blown away by how much presence is showing up, even with just the few of us that are here right now. So thank you for that. So we're going to stay in, well, most of us are going to stay in silence right now just so that we can keep that depth of feeling. But let's go ahead and stand ourselves and do a couple of things to ground ourselves. I'll keep the microphone on because we're still streaming. And like I said, Kelly, I need to get your email address and I can email you guys this meditation so you can practice it and notice how much you've changed even from right now to when you put it on and listen to it again. So as we're grounding ourselves, what we can do is look up at the ceiling and say to ourselves, this is the ceiling. Notice how it has that metal kind of surface to it and the different colors that we can see reflecting off of the ceiling. And then let's look at the ground and say to ourselves, this is the ground. My feet are standing on this ground and it is wood and it's going in that direction towards the front door. There's people walking out that door making noises. And when you get into your car, what you want to do is put your hands on the steering wheel and say to yourself, this is the steering wheel. This is the top of my car. This is the bottom of my car. My feet are on the brakes. This is the road. There are people. Because this kind of meditation, I remember I used to have to, when I was meditating in California, I'd have to go on the freeway to go home. And I'd want to go 35 miles an hour. I had to push it just to drive the speed limit. So it can be very altered. We want you to be safe. And I'm available to any of you if you have any questions about the meditation and how you can implement it in your life. I'm just available. It's my favorite thing. It's my life purpose. So I'm here for you. Thank you for being here, and I'll be in touch. You did it. Walk with a feeling of accomplishment. And thank you to Inca Collective. This is a really cool space. Timothy and Jordan and Kelly and Dustin and Swara. Just use the handle to open the door.